as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, hey, hey.
Making new friends is never easy, and when you live abroad, that can be even harder. Joining a group with people with similar interests can be just the ticket for finding yourself that circle of friends. That's what I did when I joined the Del Sol Choir, led by Karen Danzig. Okay, so here we are, we're inside. Hang on a second, I should probably focus on our star. This is Karen Danzig, you've seen her before. Hello. We sang with the choir on a Christmas show, and Karen has this fabulous choir, and there's quite a few people here today. The Del Sol Singers. Are they gorgeous? All coordinated. These are the ones who sing the high notes. Here we have the middle range. I normally sit next to Angela in turquoise. And between Veronica as well, here are the low notes. And we're just coming to the end of our practice, and I thought it'd be nice that we're singing such a great song with a rap, that'd be nice to film it. So, what a shame I won't be in it. But there we go. I think it'd be nice if everyone stands and boogies.
No, have we got a stand for your phone?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't have one of those. Okay, although I'm not in it, I'm going to try and join in a little bit because I have my words next to me.
We are
having our end of term lunch from the Del Sol Singers. Teachers down the end there. Karen Danzig, Daniel, the lovely waiter. Trying to make sense of how we're going to do the bills between all of us. So we're all having the tapas menu here at El Campanario. Looks very cute, as do the girls. Those of us who live in Marbella and aren't exactly here on holiday have to remind ourselves that sometimes it's worth taking a little break and doing something different. I did that the other day. I took a couple of hours out of my work day and I went to visit some friends who'd come down from Madrid at the Perla Blanca Chiringuito.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. Hey, hey, hey. It's a brand new day. dropped out the race, and as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day. Life's waves shifted, falls in place, and you feel. Hey, hey.
Big well done to the guy who does the beach beds at the Perla Blanca. Someone was drowning, and although he's just a beach bed guy, he grabbed a floatable thingy from one of the little kiosks, threw himself in the ocean, and he saved someone. You just have to have your wits about you, and it's nice to know that people are looking after us, even if it's not exactly their responsibility.
When I'm the designated driver, I think it's only fair that I get to choose a zero-hero venue that rewards me with free soft drinks. My friends all get to choose and booze, and they feel safe going home with me. Make sure that you get your reward for being the designated driver. Why pay if you don't have to?
The Hotel Guadalpín Manús welcomes all Zero Heroes.
Judy likes to consider herself a clever young woman, which is why she thought very carefully before choosing her insurance company. Now that she needs it, she's jolly glad she chose Linear Director, as it looks as if she might have something better to do. Why don't you be clever, like Judy? Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 and see which policy is best for you.
We're here at Studio 68. Didn't see it because it's between the tuk-tuk and it's between the living room here in Aloha. But the place is lovely. Can't believe I've never seen it before. But thanks to Arseniy Kobylyanskiy, who used to be my radio Mi Marbella kids talk show host 5 years ago. I can't believe it. I'm here this evening, so quite exciting. Bottles of wine on the wall.
We are at we are at we are at
The burger certainly looks good.
As delicious as always.
This is like the Studio 68 special.
Yeah, special recipe.
Looks very good. And I am having the satay. Looks very good also. Darling, what are you having, sweetheart? Sitting here with my RTV Marbella, Mi Marbella kids show talk host. I mean, you were just amazing. You were 18 when I met Arseniy Kobylyanskiy, and you're 23, Arseniy?
Can't believe that.
I can't believe that either. And we're sitting here in a place called Studio
68.
68. It's between the living room and tuk-tuk in Aloha. I drove past 3 times and didn't see it, but Arseniy said it is a cool place, and you weren't wrong. I love it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's actually one of the best places if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money and you want a really great experience. Food, drinks, and amazing service.
So where are you working now? You're a car fanatic, and I believe that you're actually working within your chosen field.
I'm finally with my favorite thing, that is cars. So I can actually now talk about cars, write about cars, and actually getting paid to do that.
How cool is that?
That is just a dream come true after long and complicated years of finding myself. It is finally a dream come true.
You came to Marbella from Moscow when you were 17, 18?
I think it was actually 16. So back to the school years when everything seemed to be so easy once you finish the school.
But the change couldn't have been easy for you.
No, it wasn't easy it's not easy when you're moving from school to school and it's different countries. But as you get older, you realize that actually moving from job to, move another country and find a new job, that is actually a whole new challenge.
And in Marbella, we were just chatting, and in the surrounding areas, getting like real contracts and jobs where you feel proud to work and are not scared that they're trying to cheat the system was actually quite a challenge for you.
Well, it's not only cheat the system, I think it's also cheat the clients. I think at this point, Marbella and surrounding areas, we can say the whole Costa del Sol is filled with companies who are trying to get profit short term, overlooking the expansion and possibly to gain trust from the clients in the long term. And I think to find some place where you can actually work, with full legal contract without feeling used or abused, and then also giving something to clients that you feel you're giving a good product and you can sleep at night. That's a massive challenge, and I'm really proud and grateful for finally getting a place which is, worth mentioning everywhere. And that place is called Motor Mijas.
What's it called?
Motor Mijas.
Motor Mijas?
Yeah.
And what's it like going to Mijas every day? I actually went there the other day. I loved it. Beautiful. I mean, it's not big high-rise, nice coast, nice restaurants.
It's actually a lovely place, and we're located just next to Carrefour in Mijas Costa, just behind the Ford dealership. So you go along the sea in the morning, and then you get into the actual shop. We actually have great cars, no criminal history, no trick mileage, no structural damages, and it feels just lovely.
One of the things I first remember about you, Arseniy, when we were talking on the radio and about AAA and the animals, and you made a comment about how on Facebook everybody was liking and sharing posts about lost, abandoned, stray dogs, but no one seemed to care about the children. What was it that made you say that?
Well, it was, to be honest, my personal experience with orphanage houses back in Russia, where the problem exists within the Moscow region. It's kind of controlled because that's how you keep the face of the city. The moment you drive outside of Moscow for 20 kilometers, you're seeing the reality where the massive government programs were announced and orphanages were getting up to 10,000 euros a month just to maintain the property, plus the expenses for kids. In reality, they were getting maybe 150 euros per 30 kids, aging from 2 till 18 pretty much. And the new house that was being built is basically just concrete carcass and nothing else. So the moment we called them asking what is it that you need maybe a blackboards for kids, maybe you need clothing, maybe you need, what is it that you need? They said everything. So we were buying everything from basic dishwashers and all the appliances to the digital blackboard and clothing for kids and toys for kids. It took us, I think, 3 massive vans to get there in different drives. And there was another one which was located in an area which would go flooded every spring. So you can only get there before a certain time, and you can only get out from there after a certain time, which, not ideal for living, but let alone living with orphanage houses. And I think what people don't realize is that those kids, when they grow up without parents, which is already tough enough, when they feel that they're not needed by the society, this is where your drugs come from, this is where your alcoholics rates are coming from, your suicide rates are coming from, and then you're saying there is a lack of, workforce, there are lack of people who are interested in anything. You cannot expect people to be interested in anything if for the past 18 years, arguably the most important 18 years of one's life, you're being told that you are not needed, and then the people who love you are the ones who are getting miserable 100 euros a month as a salary and try to make ends meet, and basically that's all your family.
Well, I have to say I was very proud and relieved to be able to say to you now that we are actively taking myself also a role in helping our local orphans who are being kicked out on the street by being turning 18 and not having enough money after the further cutbacks after COVID. So I'm looking forward to having your help and experience.
I will do my best. As much as I can do here, but I think it's a great initiative and it's the one we needed. We don't need more police force to kick out the hoopers. We just need to find the very source of the problem, and I think it's if we can deal with the source, but like with the COVID, if we can cut off the virus at the beginning, which is unemployment and drugs and all that stuff, if we can fix that in the beginning, there will be no consequences.
It was absolutely wonderful to see Arseniy again. It's been a long time, obviously, through lockdown. There's been that 3.5 months that we didn't see anybody. Lovely to see he's grown into a fine young man, and obviously someone who does care about the local community. #, we are so much better.